Hi Bob, this is Hal Jacobs, PGA professional at Worcester Country Club, just reviewing a few things we went over yesterday. Here you are, a down the line view of your golf swing. I'm just going to show you up some comparisons. We talked a little bit about setup, and I found some guys looking through my catalog here that might help you out with good setup. You've got really good setup as it is. Here's Jeff Maggart. You know, he would be extreme in terms of rounded of the back, but he's just a little bit more bent over than you. Here's Aaron Obenhauser. He's a great example. I think he's pretty close to your size. His back is not as rounded, but he's just a little bit more bent over, making his hands a little bit lower. Ian Poulter is another guy that really good comparison to your setup. And you know, we talked a little bit about how here's your target line right here, and you're a little bit open to the target, so that's something you have to watch out for. The other thing that we talked about was where your hands are in relationship to the club head. So if I drew your plane line here, and I'll draw Ian Poulter's plane line. As you go back, you'll notice that the club's pretty much on the plane line, but look at where your hands are in relationship to the plane line. They're outside, so the club's actually pointed a little bit right of the target. You look at a guy like Ian Poulter as he comes up. His club is outside the plane line, but his hands are also. If you look, they make a straight, you know, you can barely see the shaft of the club where I could see the shaft here. So even though he's outside the plane a little bit, it's directly in relationship to his hands. And as I go back and show you some of these guys, I think most of them err on the side where the club head is going to be outside of their hands. So as Aaron Obenhauser takes it back, you know, he's kind of a little bit outside too, but take a look, here's his club head, it's outside the hand. You got a guy like Brad Faxon. If I draw a plane line, and as he takes it back, he's perfectly a little bit above the plane, but take a look at where the club is in relationship to his hand. It just sets them up for a little bit better golf swing. When you look at Jeff Maggart, would be the extreme. He'd be a little bit closer to what you're like in terms of what the club looks like. So let's take it back and see his club gets inside the plane line, but his hands are still a little bit closer to his body than yours. So just watch out for that. The second thing that we worked on was turning your shoulders through impact. So if we get back here to close to impact, as you come down into the shot, your left shoulder goes up, the right shoulder goes down, and you hear your face is a little bit open at this position, coming a little bit too much from the inside, and you're not turning through the shot. If I show you some of these guys like Jonathan Kay, he's another guy that very similar to you in terms of your build. And as he comes through the shot, you can see how he's a little bit more rotated. The club isn't lagging as far behind as yours. He doesn't have that kind of left shoulder up, right shoulder down as much. And he just powers through impact, rotating through. Guy like Mark O'Meara. Here's another guy. Good example. He starts coming through. I mean, just see how his shoulders rotate through the shot. His hips are rotating through the shot. And it ends up, the club ends up coming out in the middle of their shoulder instead of up near your neck, as you saw before. And that's kind of the two things that we worked on. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call, email me, and hope all is well. Keep me updated on how you're doing.